Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some fluid art.
So fluid art is one of my favorite things to do. It's part of the motivating factor of creating this channel. It's something that I've done for a really long time. I originally wanted to create a website to be able to share my art with other people. So it's kind of how we ended up here. Brian came along with his video editing skills.
I thought it was the actual process of creating this art was really cool in itself, so I thought why not record that and share that with others as well.
So today we're going to do it with some acrylic paint. There's quite a few different mediums that you can use to do fluid art. This one we're going to do a lot of different colors with acrylic paints. We both have 10 by 10 canvases. I am going to do a painting with my blow dryer, and Brian is going to use a scraper and do one that's kind of like a swipe painting. We have popsicle sticks. It's the easiest way to mix the paint with the Floetrol. You can use pouring medium. I like using the Floetrol just because I like the consistency better. We're going to use these disgustingly dirty cups because I don't like throwing away cups just because they're covered in paint. You gotta save the planet a little bit. So we're going to prop our paintings up on top of these, and then we'll show you how to pour it. But all the paint goes in these cups, and then all the paint goes onto these canvases. So,
little fun fact, this is actually going to be my first pour ever, so fingers crossed for me, guys.
He's going to do a great job. It's going to be awesome.
I'm excited.
This is so heavy.
What are you doing?
I'm shaking the Floetrol. Gotta mix it up. This thing weighs like 10 pounds. My weak arms.
Does that Floetrol affect the color?
No, unless you put too much in there, but. If it looks like it's affecting the color, it's probably not mixed all the way, because you can see how there's still white in there. But if you see any streaks in there, that's how you know it's not mixed. You gotta scrape the sides too. You can change your colors, you know, color theory a little bit. You can add white if you want it to be more pastel. You can add black if you want it more smoky. I usually like more smoky colors, but that's just me.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Alright, so the blow dryer one. You're gonna lay down all the white paint. That way it's not a dry canvas for the rest of the colors to be able to move. It's harder to spread on a dry canvas. You'll come to like a stopping point on some pieces where it's just not going to spread past that because the canvas is soaking it up. So I usually put a white base. I like a lot of negative space in mine. White makes a lot of really good cells too. Sometimes you can add stuff in like liquid silicone. You can use WD-40, you can use like hair oil, whatever. But this gives it like a good kind of platform just to start off on. If it goes over the edges, it's not really a big deal because you're gonna want paint over the edges anyways. It'll kind of actually help the rest of the paint that we're gonna be moving around get over the edges as well. The more you leave it, the more it flattens itself out too. So, I mean, if you were to walk away for 10 minutes, this is gonna be a little more flat than if you have like lines from your popsicle stick or something. This is a little harder with doing it from a cup like this, but I'm just gonna pour them down the line. Doesn't really matter what order you want to do them in. You kind of want to think about what colors are gonna look like when they combine. You don't want to like mix too many. They're gonna have some weird color to them that everything's gonna turn brown. They typically don't mix. I mean, as you can see, each color is keeping its own form on the canvas right now. They'll mix a little differently once they're moving around, but pretty much in every type of painting like this, they'll keep their own form. You can, I'll show you later with a different one, but you can do a flip cup. That's the easiest way to get into this type of painting, is just doing flip cups. That's what I did when I started out. There's a lot of really cool paintings that I've made that are from flip cups, but you'll start to learn different techniques the longer you do this. Blow dryer. You don't have to use a Dyson. You really don't. So you're gonna go at an angle. I have found it easier to use the concentrator rather than like if you don't have a concentrator on your blow dryer. If you don't have one, they make universal ones. You can go get them from beauty supply places. But you want to have a concentrator, that way you can more directly blow the air onto certain spots. If you don't have it on, it's just kind of like an open flow. So the concentrator will help it obviously concentrate it. So we're gonna go this way first. There's really no form. You just do this in the direction that you like it, and you stop when you think it's done. So.
So Megan ran into something that every artist runs into.
I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
I don't know. There's just a lot of messy lines. So you can flip these. You can tilt them. This is the best part about these paintings. So I do this all the time when I decide that I really don't like something. You could stretch everything. So you stretch things back in the direction that you do like them. It also helps run some stuff off the canvases. If you don't like the way the lines form, don't turn it too many times. If you tip this too many times, you will get more messy lines.
Alright, so Megan wanted a shot at redemption.
It's not really redemption, I'm just not happy about the first one. Okay. That's all.
This part right here is really cool. Look at those colors.
It kind of looks like a melted McFlurry.
Alright, so we're going to first start with white. Get a good coating on the actual canvas.
Got too much over the edge.
cool spots to it.
Put it down.
Might give it another go.
Surprise, surprise. We're not going to swipe this. We're going to freehand it. Get a little bit of redemption on this baby. What are you going to do with the heat gun?
So I'm going to take the heat gun and I'm going to try to expand the cells a little bit because I really like this area and these cells that are showing through right here. So hopefully I don't jack this up. I'm going to start off real high just to kind of, I'm just kind of blowing them to spread them apart, right? That's what I'm doing.
The heat usually helps them expand. Alright, so Brian's gonna do a second one. This is his redemption one. Because these paintings are really hard to get them to do what you want. So, let's see what he does with those painted fingers. Going to Mars with those?
This is much more of what I was trying to go for originally. What do you think I should do with these edges where I gotta scrape the paint off? I kind of like it almost.
With the scraped off edges?
Yeah, maybe?
It's your piece of art.
Oh. Look at this mess.
This mess right here is actually really cool to leave and let it dry. You can peel it off in a sheet, so we'll have to move the cups, but it'll peel off in a sheet and you can put it on like a glass water bottle and coat it in epoxy. So it's kind of like repurposing it, or you can do other weird random art projects with it. Kind of hard to explain without actually doing one, but you can stick this on other things, so it's kind of cool. It also helps not waste it, so I don't know, pretty cool. We're gonna do another one. It's best to let it settle for a minute, that way it mixes a little bit more. It's cool. This one's gonna shift a lot because there is a ton of paint on here.
Thanks for joining us again today, you guys. This was obviously a super messy project.
Fluid art does not always turn out the way that you think it will, but you know, that's just art in general.
You got it. Bye, Mac.
See you later, buddy. He's a stand-in for Oswald right now because we had an emergency vet visit in the middle of all of these paintings. Oswald ripped his toenail right off, so it was a good time. So, Mac. Not a very good stand-in, but he's cute, so.
If you like the pieces that we created today and you want to maybe take one home for yourself, join the Out of This World tier on our Patreon. You'll have access to get one of these every single month. It's going to be a custom painting. You can choose up to 3 colors and your style. We did a couple different styles here today. Or you can do dealer's choice, where we just pick a random one for you.
We'll also eventually do some digital media for you guys, so if you end up liking any of those, it'll be the same exact thing. You'll have the option to choose whichever kind you want.
We're currently working on a website to be able to sell all of this and any projects that we create in the near future. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you are liking these and you wanted to purchase one for yourself.
Let us know.
And lastly, guys, if you enjoyed the content we brought to you today, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future content.
Wait, aren't they supposed to ring that like bell?
Yes, ring that like bell. Later. If you join the Out of This World tier on Patreon, you can't do that. I gotta restart it. Just get the best one.